Well, the corn and soybean industry has a challenge. The seed industry has a challenge because what has been the practice so far is the initial traits. You simply valued the trait based on the costs that the farmer had saved, and then did a calculation as to what it was fair for the farmer to get out of that saving, and what it was fair for the technology company to get out of that saving, and that price was added on to the base price for the genetics. Then the second trait comes along, and you go through the same calculation, and you add that price on, and now you've got stacks of multiple genes. And each one has its layer of value. There's a point at which, in my opinion, it's going to be difficult to keep adding on to the price of the seed. Not because you can't demonstrate that you're adding value, but because there are so many things in there which the farmer he doesn't know whether he has to have it or whether it's just an insurance in case he gets a particular insect or in case he gets a particular disease. So the whole value calculation for a farmer is getting more and more complicated, and there's going to be a resistance to paying more than a certain amount for a bag of seed, and I think we're already seeing that, and we've seen a reaction from the companies to it by recognizing that they can't push that. But I think that's the biggest challenge, and they'll need to find a way. The technology companies will need to find a way to deal with that to the satisfaction of the growers. Maybe they only pay for the traits they use. I mean, that's obviously a difficult system to put in place, but that's actually what happens when they take a can of chemical to kill an insect. They know they have the insect. It's going to cost X dollars to control it. They buy the chemical and they apply it. The problem with the seed approach is that you've already paid for it at the seed, and then you may not need it later. So, and as more traits get added, and the price of the bag of seed goes up, then the pressure on which of those traits you need becomes greater. But I think they'll solve the problem. It's just a new problem.